Next up is County Commission District 1. Commissioner Schrader, if you'd like to lead off. Again, Commissioner Ted Schrader.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. It is certainly my pleasure to be with each and every one of you here today. A little bit about myself, lifelong resident of Pasco County, married to Julia for 34 years. We have 3 grown adult sons. One is an assistant U.S. attorney in Washington, D.C. One just received his PE degree, so he's a working, practicing engineer. And the third is a senior at the University of Florida. I too graduated from the University of Florida back in 1978, came back home, worked in the family business. I was elected 3 times to the San Antonio City Council. During my time on the City Council, we had some of the same meteoric rises in property values that we experienced a number of years ago in Pasco County. I gained a lot of experience during that time. We lowered the millage rate. When I got elected to the Pasco County Commission in 2000, I brought that same experience to the County Commission, and back then we saw meteoric rises in property values. Unlike some other jurisdictions that had taxing authority, Pasco County recognized that we did not need those additional tax dollars, so we lowered the millage rate each and every year for 6 years during that time period. And I'm extremely proud of that. St. Petersburg Times actually recognized that the County Commission was living within their means, and we were staying below the rate of inflation, unlike some of the other jurisdictions around the Tampa Bay area. Those are some of the things that I'm obviously most proud of. Pasco County is doing its very best to try to improve on technology. Obviously, we've seen some plummeting ad valorem taxes over the last few years. Our tax revenue has gone from $182 million down to about $126 million. I certainly at this time want to recognize Cona, because Cona has actually, through their volunteer corps, has actually helped us to shore up some of those deficiencies in providing services to the citizens of Pasco County. And the County Commission is most appreciative of those services that Cona has provided to us. But we've also, we're in the process of rewriting our land development code. We've eliminated many positions throughout Pasco County. We've had to lay off about 40% of the Parks and Library Department. We reduced library hours because we just had to make do, just like each and every one of you had to do with your own budgets. We're trying to live within our means. We're still providing the level of service that each and every one of you expect each and every day. But these are some very tough times. I think at these tough times you need to stay with your known leadership, your known quantity. I bring the experience to this commission, and again, on August the 14th, Ted Schrader, I will certainly appreciate your vote. Thank you very much, and God bless.
Thank you, Commissioner. Next up, we have Ron Oakley, who is also an Army veteran. So Ed Brummel, Mike Wells, myself, we're all dominating since it was the anniversary of the Army this month.
Thank you. I did serve in the Army, and I served with Ed Brummel. I happened to be his acting sergeant, the basic training, at Fort Campbell, Kentucky. A lot of us went there. I'm Ron Oakley, running for Pasco County Commissioner, District 1. I was born and raised in Dade City, Florida. I've been in Pasco County all my life. I went to Carson Newman College and got my degree in accounting. I came back to Dade City from there and went in business with my father, and was in the citrus business, the gift fruit packing business, the cemetery business, the funeral home business, and road caretaking, trucking, and liquid transport business of liquid food products all over the United States. My brother and I run that now. I've got 40 years of experience in different businesses. I've never worked for any other company than Oakley Grows. Because of my father's businesses and our company businesses, I was able to work in different businesses and yet not have to leave my company. So I've had quite a career. I always wondered why I got to do so many different things, but I can tell you, I think it was in plans for me to be your county commissioner. I honestly believe that. The last 4 years, I enjoyed serving you with Southwest Florida Water Management. During my period at Southwest Florida Water Management District, I was there when we reduced the budget in that 4 years by 58%. We reduced the millage by 43%, and we reduced employees 8.6%. And those employees that we reduced were not by anything we did to get rid of an employee. The positions were open, we got rid of the position out of the budget, and 8.6% reduction of employees. We moved people where they need to be. I have the experience to do this job as county commissioner. I look forward to it. I look forward to your vote. I also, there's 2 issues out. One, penny for Pasco. I am for penny for Pasco. It is a good thing. It is a fair tax. I am not for the rollback tax rate. I do not think that's what our commissioners should be doing. I think they should be cutting some issues where different departments or whatever to get to the right point, because values are going down. We need to protect what we have, and I think there's a way to do it and help everybody in the county. So I appreciate your vote August 14th for Ron Oakley for Pasco County Commission, District 1. Thank you.
Thank you. Is Rachel Olson? Did Rachel Olson come in? Oh, Connor. I'm doing well with names today.
I just wanted to start by thanking Cona for having us here today. It's a real pleasure, and I appreciate everyone who came out today to listen to all of us and be informed voters. My name is Rachel O'Connor. I'm running for County Commissioner, District 1. I have a master's degree in international relations and comparative politics, a bachelor's in political science, and I'm a former field representative for the Republican Party of Florida. I managed 8 regional offices and worked with legislators and volunteers. But above all that, I'm a Christian. And today, I want to bring attention to the challenges that are facing Pasco County today, because we don't hear a lot about these. We have out-of-control spending. Our budget has doubled in the last 3 years. And as we've heard today, our county commissioners are looking at ways of drawing in more revenue. They've increased the tax rate by 6% for next year, and they've implemented park user fees, which is a double tax. We have record high unemployment. Our county commission has said they've done a great job in bringing businesses to Pasco, but the fact is we rank 61 out of 67 Florida counties in jobless rate. And that's much higher than our national average as well. We have a failing business sector. 48% of our workforce leaves the county every day to go to work, and another 125,000 is employed by the county. In order to tackle these challenges, we have to establish a long-term vision for Pasco that's going to drive our investment in tourism and modernization of infrastructure. We have to demand fiscal responsibility and conservatism, and we have to make Pasco a place where people want to do business. That's essential because not only will it provide jobs, but it'll alleviate the tax burden from the residents. Traditionally, we've had the highest impact fees in the state, well, one of the highest, and we constantly hear about commercial builders and business owners expressing frustration with our county's permitting process and their murky regulation. In the coming years, it's imperative that we look to create competitive and reliable impact fees. We have straightforward regulation, and we streamline permitting process. The fact is that during the boom years of Pasco County, we did not have commissioners who acted responsibly, and that's why we're in the situation that we're in today. The agenda of the good old boys, it doesn't work. It's time to elect people into these offices that the only agenda they have is serving those of Pasco County residents. I promise to have a presence in the community and continue to serve only you and be available to you. So I look forward to your vote on August 14th. Thank you.
Again, sorry about the name mix-up.